Welcome back everyone to Chess Canuck. Today, for January of 2026, we can now play the New Year's bot, which includes the New Year's Martin, New Year's Janjay, New Year's Nelson, New Year's Wally, and New Year's Magnus. So, I'm going to start with New Year's Martin, and I'm going to be playing one game each, and I'll be reviewing each game. Alright, so we start with black. Alright. I think he's going to do the 4 knights. No, he does a Vienna. Alright, I'll take. And then I'll push up my knight. Over here, the reason I didn't just move my knight was because then he can bring his pawn to d5. And that would attack my knight. So I will play bishop to e6. Okay, it doesn't take, so I'll just trade it off. Yep. Move my knight, create it. Now, thing with the knight is here, it's not in a good position. Even though he is trying to attack, I can always like block with the pawn. So, if you ever have to bring your knight here and like there's no point, I wouldn't recommend it. So I'll protect my knight. Okay, he checks. I'll move my bishop. Okay, here I'll castle. I'll push my pawn so he doesn't come here. Now this move just blunders a queen, so, and this move just blunders this fork. So I'll do it. I'll take his bishop, his rook for free. Alright, now here I'm gonna push up my pawn off for a trade. Okay, he doesn't take. He trades this pawn. Alright, I'll take. And he doesn't even take. Oh my. I'll check him. It's probably gonna take. Then I can take. And then I'll come with the check. And then, yeah, I'll just push up my pawn, trying to get another queen. Okay, he just gives up his knight. I'll do the same. I'll bring in my knight because my knight is in danger. Okay, this should be mate. Yeah. Alright, let's review it. Alright, so I have 3 misses, which is not very good.
Your opponent's rocking the most popular move, e4. A classic, but get ready for anything, okay?
Yeah, right, okay.
Your opponent, solid. Your pick. They are threatening to tactically.
Yeah.
You trade.
We trade.
You're you trade. You move. Your opponent just left. This move opens the door for your opponent to.
Yeah, I guess I could have taken.
You missed an opportunity to capture a free pawn.
Yeah, I guess I could have taken. I'll put the volume down. Yeah, okay.
You missed a chance to eventually win a pawn.
Yeah. Okay.
You missed a better way to block a check from the opposing.
I guess I could have just traded the queens.
You get a chance to win a rook through a fork.
Yeah, and
you overlooked an opportunity to win a rook.
Yeah, I could have done it, but
you are now able to win a rook through a fork. You missed an opportunity to win a rook through a fork.
Yeah, I could have taken the.
You just snapped up that queen for free. Can't beat that, right? Your opponent, bingo.
Yeah, and then the rest.
Yikes! Your opponent's one step closer to queening that pawn. White better. GG. Okay. Secure.
Alright, so now we're with Janjay. Let's go e4. Alright, she goes for the Sicilian defense. I'll bring in my knight to f3. Alright, here I can play d4. Because this isn't really a threat because I have a knight and a queen. Bishop. Okay, I think this is not a good move it doesn't accomplish anything. And here I can also just push up my pawn, attacking that. Okay, now I'll trade. And Janjay decides not to take, but instead move the knight. Alright, so I'll castle. Here, I guess I could take. Could also go a4. Maybe even like bring in my queen. I think taking on c5 would be the best option. Alright, now I can bring in my queen. And now I should be able to play a4. Alright, here, this position, I could bring my knight to trade off his knight. Also put pressure on the queen. Alright, so we get the trade. And she moves her rook. Hopefully she does not move it back here, because then she's basically just wasting moves, which is not a good idea. Do not ever play in chess. Do not like go in a circle with your pieces. It's just wasting your moves. Alright, so here I could take this free pawn. And now she just blunders a rook. Alright, this just blunders a bishop. Okay, so back here, where is it? Back here, she started off here. Then she moves it here. And then later, she moves the rook again. And then she moves the rook up. And now back. It's not a very smart choice. Alright, so I'll put pressure on this pawn. Okay, she protects it. I could offer a trade for the queens. I'll do it. Yeah, so she takes a trade. And then I'll bring my rook. Going for an attack. She says no. I think I could play h3. Or maybe I could go c4. I think I should go c4. Alright, so she started here. And then she goes all the way back. Not a good idea. Yeah, so I could bring my bishop and then go for this checkmate. I'll see if Janjay will fall for it. Okay, she protects it. I could try to somehow push up my pawn, but this bishop is in the way. Maybe I could sacrifice and then just bring it all the way, but then she could just move the rook up. So I'll just maybe go b3. Not many moves. I'll see if she takes. Okay, so she doesn't take. I'll bring in my bishop. Okay, so now she never took. So now I can just bring up my pawn. Okay. And now I've got a queen. And this not only hangs a bishop, but also hangs a rook through a fork. And not just that, it also hung a pawn. I'll check to get the pawn. And then now she just hangs another pawn. And then mate should be here soon. Just hope I don't stalemate. Now this is a stalemate. Could come check. She comes into the corner. And this is mate. Alright, so now I'm going to review it. Alright, let's start the review. Okay. Go. Okay. Yeah, this is not a good move.
The game was balanced, but not anymore.
Yeah, so that was not a good move. Alright, so yeah.
This isn't the sharpest tool in the shed, but it won't kill you.
Well, I mean, it is the protecting. I could have taken the pawn.
Your material will be yoinked. This is
yeah.
Your opponent stopped.
And then
your opponent. You traded
yeah, and then I take the pawn, then I castle.
You overlooked an opportunity to take an open file.
I mean, could have moved my rook to e1.
Simple. They snapped it back easy.
Yeah.
You connect. You missed an opportunity to pin a bishop to the king.
I could have pinned. Then they would just like move their other bishop, and then this bishop would be free. Could go in any of these spots. And then, or the king could just castle, but that would not be a good move because it would just hang the bishop. Actually, wait, no, it won't because of the queen.
You are now able to win a tempo by threatening.
Yeah.
You just missed the opportunity to win a tempo.
I could have, but now I just trade.
Your opponent found you recaptured. They missed the chance. That pawn was hanging out there like an OMG. Your opponent, you got a free.
Yeah, I took the rook.
You got a free
bishop. Took the bishop.
Textbook, an excellent move. Well done.
Yeah.
Okay. You're off. You recap. Solid. You've got.
Okay, so I played normally in this game till I got.
Sensei, you're solid. You're more. That's it. You're
yeah.
Check. Sharp. You're not. You're what a there's. That's
yeah.
Checkmate, baby. What a finish.
So now I'm going to play the next bot. I'm going to be playing New Year's Nelson. I'll play as black. Okay. Now he's going early. Yeah, okay, so now I'll bring in here. Now I'll just trade. Okay, he doesn't take the queen. Usually when I play, he takes the queen and then it's a trade. Oh, and then like he's easier to beat, but I guess he's not doing it this game. So I have to protect this very weak pawn. I mean, you can't take because then I just take back. So I'll just develop my knight. Okay, now I'll trade the queen. And then I should, no, I can't, I'll push up my pawn to d6. Okay, so now it's threatening that, which is not very nice. So, this position, it's very hard to play in this position. Honestly, I think I just like give him a free pawn. Yeah. I don't really have anywhere else to go. So now I'll come forking this. Okay. I'm gonna see if I can find a way to bring in my knight. Would be helpful. Okay, I'll trade because I have no other choice. Because I don't want to lose my knight. Alright, so now I'm gonna castle alongside. Okay, just. Ooh, wait, I did not see that. Oh man. Alright, well, I'll come here. My knight. Could also take the pawn. Guess it's better. Right now I have to get out of here. Alright, now I'm threatening to take his pawn. Alright, so he hangs his pawn. Okay. Now I'll threaten to take that pawn. Okay, and he lets it. He just moves his rook back. Alright, I'll move my rook over. Let's move this rook over and I'll find a move here. Alright, I'll move my rook. Okay, checks. Now, this bishop is free, so I'll take it. Now I think I can just go back, because I'm still in a solid position. I'll let him take, he doesn't take my pawn. I'm actually kind of surprised. So, if he came here, this would have been mate. So let's check him. And now, mate has to be somewhere here. There has to be mate somewhere. I'll check. Maybe I'll just take his pawn, maybe. Yeah. Okay, so I'll come and threaten to take his rook. Alright, now I'll push up my pawns. Okay, so now he wants us to trade. I guess I could trade. And here, I'll just push up this pawn, getting a queen. Alright. Yeah, and then I takes, and this should be mate. He decides to block it. I could try sacrificing the rook for a queen. I'll do it. Okay, it doesn't take. What if I come here, then here? Should work. Okay, now he can't check me. So now I'll do this and get a... Okay, now I can get a queen. Yeah, now he... And then here, I can just get another queen. Yeah, okay, so I'll block him off. Get the other queen. And then I'm just gonna play this very simple. I'll come here. And then this is mate. Alright, so I beat Nelson. Let's go into game review. Alright, so I got 1 blunder and 2 mistakes. Let's see. So, yeah, so this is not a good movie. A bad move. So, alright, I protect. I bring in my queen because if Nelson takes, he becomes worse because he's very powerful with his queen. So now he's coming here. And I bring... I guess I could have came here. And then I trade.
You're setting up that bishop for a grand entry. What a move.
Yeah, and then here.
Opponent the chance to capture a bishop and win material after the follow-up turn. Your opponent just grabbed your bishop. Material.
Yeah, okay.
You're winning tempo.
And then
good save by your... That knight's doing the cha-cha slide all over the
board.
Yeah,
so then I go to attack him.
Developing that your opponent's edge evaporated. You had things balanced. Their pawn is now lost after that move.
Yeah, and then I take this. I didn't see the bishop. So
they grabbed that. Yes. Your opponent.
Yeah, and then the rest is like a lot of...
This basically hands your opponent the chance to win a rook through a fork. They missed the chance to win a rook through a fork.
Oh, I guess yeah, that was a bad move because his bishop, if he came here, he would have forked both my rooks.
Their better move was to...
And then I just...
You grabbed it.
And then here.
Oh, okay. Not the sharpest. Sharp. Check.
Yeah.
You're not.
And then here I just...
Checkmate.
Yeah, and then here. Yeah, so this game was a good game. Alright, so now I'm going to be playing the Wally, the New Year's Wally. Alright, let's play him. Actually, no, I'm going to play as white. Okay, so here I'm going to start with white. Let's go E4. Alright, so he's going for the Caracan defense. I'll play F4. Okay, I'll take. Okay, here I'm going to play Knight C3. Yeah, I was expecting that, so I'll just move it to e2. And then I'll move my knight here. Moves his queen. I will fork these pieces. Yeah, I'll take and then just trade the queens. Alright, so now I'll bring in my bishop. Alright, what do you take a pawn? Okay. And then could come in with my knight. I'll put like bishop d3, protect my... Okay, he checks. Guess I'll just move back. Alright, I'll defend my knight. Alright, so we're getting a little trade here. Alright, I'll bring my rook to f1. Getting this. Okay, so now I'll play c3, protecting this knight. Okay, here I'll trade the knight. I'll play h3, preventing him to go back. I could go for his rook, actually. I'll go for his rook. Okay, it doesn't take. Could bring my rook to d1. I don't see a problem with it. What do you take? Another pawn. If I find a way to like check him with the knight. But if I sacrifice, he takes with the king, I can come here. Yeah, but then he's just gonna come like back and then... I was thinking maybe like if I could check the king somehow with this knight, I could take his rook, but it's not gonna work. So I'll just play b4, go for his bishop. Okay, we trade. Alright, I'll bring back my bishop. And I just gave away another pawn. I guess I could move my rook to f2 attack. Surprised he didn't take my pawn, but I'll move. Yeah, so now he took. Then I'll attack him. I'm trying to like trap his bishop. Alright, so I'll go for his rook. I'm expecting... Okay, so he comes here. I can defend my pawns. I will attack his bishop. Oh no, if I takes... What I was thinking is he takes and I take. But then I realized he could also take. Check. Comes here. I don't really have any good moves, so it's not gonna work. I'll just move up. I'll just trade the pawns. Push it higher. Alright, so now he's threatening to take my bishop. It's a very tough position. I could try to trade the rooks. Let's see if he'll accept the trade. No, instead he checks me. So will he trade it? And he takes my bishop. That's pretty annoying. But now I think I could take... What if I take the pawn? I'll just take the rook. Go for his bishop. I could have just taken his bishop. I don't know why I didn't take it. So now I'll attack. Alright, I'll come here, go for these pieces. Yeah, so I'll just... Alright. Yeah, so I think I'm losing in this position. Yeah, I just got checkmated. Let's game review, and then I'll play the New Year's Magnus bot. The bot you've all been waiting for me to play. Yeah, so guess this was a... Yeah, so I could have, yeah, that was a blunder. Yeah. Yeah, so I made a lot of mistakes. Yeah, so Wally, he's a little hard to beat. He
Checkmate.
is a pretty good one.
GG. Maybe next time.
So yeah, now I'm going to be playing the Magnus spot. And I'm actually going to be playing as a random. Alright, so I'll go for the birds opening against Magnus. Okay, let's change it to the Indian. Push up my knights, then I can bring in my bishop. Alright, let's offer a trade. Alright, I'll take. He takes with the pawn. And then I castle. And then I'm just gonna build I'm just gonna build a pyramid. Alright, so yeah, maybe I bring my queen to e2. And then maybe like d3. I think that's okay. I think here I go a3 so he doesn't bring his bishop. He brings in his knight. I don't know. Like what Magnus does a lot is he puts all his pieces in a very annoying spot. So like you don't have anywhere to move. So I was thinking maybe trading off the knight. Alright, so now he's going for this. So I could push up, but that just blunders. I think I just go h4. I know it blunders this pawn, but now I could come. Now I think I go rook f3. Alright, I'll trade. I have to get rid of this bishop somehow. I'll go b4. Okay, takes my pawn. Then I think I can bring it over my knight. No, my rook. Alright, he's gonna take. Oh, he doesn't take actually. Okay, now he takes. So annoying. Alright, I'll bring over my. Oh, he's taking all my pieces. Yeah, so I lost. I'm going to resign. Alright, let's game review. Alright.
Controlling the center and
yep.
What? You're not. You would.
Alright, so this was an inaccuracy.
The castle to the same side as the opponent.
I mean, this does just. Actually, no, this was a trade. But I could have, but I do castle in 2 moves, so. Yeah.
They took your pawn for free?
Yeah, well, I never expected beating Magnus.
No way.
So, thank you all for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you haven't already, and comment down below if you've ever beaten the Magnus 2026 spot. See you in the next video.